Oh, I hate my own kind, but I'm using philosophies of a racist person to push an agenda that I want all black people to be a part of. Oh, okay.
You're a natural born public speaker, and that's a fact.
Do you actually feel guilty or were you just told to feel guilty?
Focus on actually what we can do.
Point it out and show it to me.
You have the freedom to do what you want to and be what you want to in America.
What are we gonna do about it?
What oppressed me?
Just saying.
So the CRT stuff, BS.
What's going on, everybody? Ty Smith here, Modern Renaissance Man. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. Get an idea what the channel is about. And if you like it, subscribe. If you have been watching me for a while, double check to make sure that you are subscribed. So don't forget to do that. Also, if you like what I've been doing thus far, remember to give the video a thumbs up. You will be the reason why the video gets circulated, all right? And don't forget to share it, folks. So again, double check seriously and make sure that you are subscribed to me, okay? Because people have been getting unsubscribed from me. So this conversation came about. I had 5 nieces that graduated and had parties yesterday. 5 nieces, yes, 5 nieces, y'all. So what I usually do with them, I sometimes have a talk with them. So I talked with one of my nieces in particular. We went over some things that was going on in the world right now and talked about some pretty significant things. But one of the things that came up with one of my other ones is this whole concept of them seeing what's going on with Black Lives Matter. They seem to be very conflicted with it right now. So what I realized is that a lot of them, which I said it to them, and they know I'm not hating on them. They watch my channel and all that. I'm not going to say their names because they're not going to know which one I talked to about with this. If you think it's you that I'm talking about, one of my nieces, it's not. So anyway, I'm bringing you guys this video because a lot of people get so tied up in what's been put in front of their face. Nobody want to do no digging or do no research on this. So what I was pretty much doing, I was breaking down to my nieces, one of them, about Black Lives Matter when Patrice Cullors said that, that we are trained Marxists. And I said, I asked them, do you even know what that means? And they was, no. I said, see, you got to understand something. I said, if I told you, if I came and you saw people being killed, would that be bad? They said, yeah. I said, now, what if you saw a video of me saying, well, I'm Black Lives Matter, but I'm also a trained assassin. Instead of a Marxist, I'm a trained marksman. Y'all know what I mean? If I said that I was a trained assassin and you saw bodies dropping and dying, wouldn't you become suspect of me? Like, wait, he said that he's a trained assassin. People are dropping dead. All of them even they either have a body shot in the heart or they're getting shot in the head. And he said he's a trained assassin. Sniper. You want to be more specific. Sniper. And they were like, well, yeah, I would be wondering. I said, so why is it that when Patrice Cullors made this statement saying that she is a trained Marxist, nobody wanted to go and look into it? So, folks, I'm not going to give y'all a super crazy long history of this, but if you don't know, you can go read this stuff yourself. But I told people before, and people argue with me all up and down, I said that Karl Marx was a racist himself. So it just behooves me that Black Lives Matter, the very foundation of what they stood on was Karl Marx type training, his learning, his philosophy. Karl Marx pretty much didn't like the fact that people like what we call capitalists, people who work real hard, build their wealth, got good wealth, and they might pass it on to their kids. They don't like that. This is not like Robin Hood type stuff, y'all. This is like legit stuff to where he wanted to form like this coalition because he felt that there was an imbalance of power amongst the capitalists and very, let's just say, middle class or even lower class people that work. He felt that wasn't right. So he pretty much wanted to make that imbalance a balance by overthrowing the capitalists. Yeah, like through murder. Like that's pretty much what it came down to. Through violence. So y'all getting what I'm getting at? Karl Marx wanted to overthrow them. Let's just say for the people that might come from the area that I come from, I'm not going to give you the big word on it, but let's just say he wanted to overthrow the rich people, the ones that we consider to be bougie. It actually has a word in there, almost bourgeois like type thing, but he wanted to overthrow the capitalist class and pretty much usher in socialist. That's what he wanted to usher in. It's all about ushering in socialist. So I know, folks, I'm not going to go too deep on that, but if you don't believe this, if you want to see how Marxist style like type revolutions came into play, look up the Soviet Union, look up China, look up Cambodia, look up Cuba. All these different places all together racked up over 100 million people that died, killing their own people. Notice I said this. They killed their own people. The ones that ushered in this socialist type revolution, those countries, they killed their own people. Black lives matter. Let's just say if I told you that somebody came to Patrice Cullors and all those 3 women and said, we need sacrifices, but those sacrifices can only be black people. So those black lives matter, but only the deaths matter. Sacrifice, only deal with things when it's sacrifice, but it has to be of a particular way. It has to be a white person killing a black person, or it has to be a white, specifically a cop, killing a black person. Well, why is that? Because then we can have a movement that will come in and we will go and try to defund the police. Well, Ty, why is that so important? She wants to abolish the police. She wants to abolish the prison system, because guess who's mostly in prison? More white people in the United States than there are black. So it's going to be definitely more white people in there. So let me digress from that. My point in saying all that is that I don't have a lot of time to go really deep into a lot of stuff when I go and do these engagements, but know that the reason why is because when you usher in socialism or anything like that, or communism, they kill their own people. So what Patrice Cullors them do on the deep that a lot of y'all don't look at, they harm and kill their own people, which is who? Black. Well, how is that when they seem like they're standing up for blacks? No, they're not, because they actually want to take away the very systems that are put in place to actually protect black people. Police protect people. But who's the most? We kill ourselves at an alarming rate. But at the same time, police are there to help. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there are bad seeds in police. There's bad seeds in, I don't care. Look, I'm in the medical field. There are bad doctors. There are bad nurses. There are bad PAs. There are bad CNAs. There are bad people in all these professions, right? But again, you're not looking at the deeper picture. Communism, socialist, this Karl Marx ideology is all about overthrowing the people who are considered to be capitalists. And what's crazy about that is what Patrice Cullors them did. They used capitalism to actually get where they are right now, to capitalize off of y'all who gave your money to them. So anyway, I know I keep on getting off, but I'm trying to stick a point to you guys. It's about killing their own people. You take away the police, who's going to be harmed the most out of that? Since they are considered to be the ones in the most disenfranchised areas, since they seem to be the ones that's in the most poor areas, is who? Black people. Take away their protection, who's going to be like pretty much just open. It's open season to black people. That's what it's going to be. Take away the police, it's going to be open season for blacks to kill black. We're already doing it with the police protection that we did have. So imagine taking that away. Now you say, well, Ty, that's not necessarily true, because there's other means of, no, it's not. No, it's not. Guess what? She wants to get the prisoners just completely out. So a lot of prisoners, let's just say if they're black, you think they're going to come out and just go, yeah, I'm done killing, I'm done murdering, I'm done raping. Can you imagine criminals being let out of prison and then to know that there's no police protection? Gotham City is what you're going to have. So again, who's going to be affected the most? The disenfranchised, these low, poor areas that they want to call it, a lot of black people live in, and now the prisoners get to come out? Easy pickings right there. But who will be getting destroyed in the process? Black people. What did I tell you guys that this is all about? What did I tell you the communism and all them things did? They killed their own people. So anyway, let me guide y'all to something right here, because the ones that want to keep trying to really, protect Patrice Cullors and all them and what they do, this right here came straight from Karl Marx. This is a letter from Karl Marx to the Engels. Okay. He said, it is now absolutely clear to me that as both the shape of his head and his hair texture shows, he descends from the Negroes who joined Moses' flight from Egypt, unless his mother or grandmother on the paternal side hybridized with a nigger. Huh? Karl Marx said that. Karl Marx, the person that Patrice Cullors them and those 3 chicks said that they are trained Marxists.
The first thing I think is that we actually do have an ideological frame. Myself and Alicia in particular are trained organizers. We are trained Marxists, They're trained Marxists,
which means they look into his philosophy.
We actually do have an ideological frame. Are trained Marxists.
They look into the way he thinks. They look into the way he wants to try to revolutionize things. But then yet this dude flat out said right here, unless his mother or grandmother on the paternal side hybridized with the nigger. Oh boy, yeah. Now let's go on. Now this combination of Germanness and Jewishness, is what he said, and this Jewishness with the primarily Negro substance necessarily creates a strange product. Wait, a combination of Germans pretty much and Jewish with the primary Negro substance necessarily creates a strange product. He said the pushiness of the fellow is also nigger-like. Karl Marx said that. Karl Marx said that, a letter from Karl Marx to the Ingalls. Shout out to Crowder. You can go check out these sources. They are available at louderwithcrowder.com. Karl Marx was a racist. He said things about Mexican people too, called them lazy. He said things about Jewish people. But then yet, y'all, me wearing his hat, you want to call me Uncle Tom like I'm trying to hurt the black community, when all along you don't even see the deceitfulness in what Black Lives Matter has done, period. You don't see the deceitfulness, how even along with critical race theory as well, draws a lot of their philosophy and their teachings from Marxism, period. But oh no, you don't know what you're talking about, Ty, because they only teach that in college. Y'all think I really will get up there and say a speech like that and don't do my research and know that they teach this stuff in schools as well? Now, they don't call it critical race theory. No, they don't. But the principles of critical race theory are being taught in schools. No? Look for words like diversity, equity, inclusion, social justice. Look for certain little words like that. Or color blindness that they try to throw in there. And then when you look at that, look and see what the philosophy is all about. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. The example I always use is this. If I had some students coming to me and say, Ty, they're teaching Christianity in school. I'm like, no, they're not. I said, what did y'all learn today? If they come telling me, well, we learned thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. We also learn, that Jesus Christ came and he died. I'm like, wait a minute, why are y'all, no, they teaching Christianity in school. No, Ty, no. They only teach Christianity in Christian colleges, in Bible colleges. They don't teach it in public schools. They don't teach it there, Ty. So you're wrong about that. Dude, I'm sitting there looking in these books and seeing that the principles of Christianity is being taught. So yes, it is being taught. So people try to get around on that thinking that you're stupid and dumb. They don't teach CRT. You don't know what you're talking about. That's a college course. Dude, they teaching the philosophies and they teaching the principles in schools. If they didn't, why are parents speaking out against it? Parents just getting up and speaking out against critical race theory just to be doing it because they just doing it. So anyway, my whole point in saying all this is that understand what's going on. Understand the big picture. At that school board meeting, I had 5 minutes. I didn't have time to sit there and break everything down to people to let them know why I said what I said and show them that the end game is to teach black and white people how to hate each other. I didn't have time to do all that. So anyway, again, you want me to quote this again? Patrice Cullors said that we are trained Marxists. The teachings come from Karl Marx, who was a blatant racist. He was all about hating Jews. He hate Mexicans. He hate black people. Plain and simple. But I guess me quoting his words right here. Should I say it again? Okay, I'll say it again for the ones that I might have talked a little too fast. Karl Marx. This is from Karl Marx to a letter to Ingalls. Says, it is now absolutely clear to me that as both the shape of his head and his hair texture shows, he descends from the Negroes who joined Moses' flight from Egypt. Unless his mother or grandmother on the paternal side hybridized with the nigger. Now, this combination of German, pretty much Germanness and Jewishness with the primarily Negro substance necessarily creates a strange product. Black people, you should not be mixed, because if you have sex with any other person outside your race, it's going to create a strange product. He said this pushiness of the fellow is also nigger-like. Karl Marx. Yeah. Okay. Y'all still gonna have that Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, but the difference is they took the bad part that Karl Marx was and only wanted you. Dude, get the heck out of here and wake up. Folks, I love doing this because people just like to just throw out stuff like that. That's, like I said, lets me know you just throwing words out there. You just throwing cliches out there. You regurgitating what you heard somebody from somebody on the news station, somebody else say at a place. You just go around doing that. You just throw out these cliches that just you don't even understand yourself without actually knowing the deep root of what's actually going on. Anyway, folks, again, I'm glad to bring this type of information to you guys because a lot of folks are making comments on the channel, which look, if you disagree with me, that's completely fine. I'm all about that. This is what we're supposed to do. This is why I want to bring you this information. This is why a lot of times I tell you, don't believe me, go behind me and research stuff yourself to see if I'm wrong on it. Because I'll come out and be being enough and say, oh, okay, I see, I was wrong about that. Let me go ahead and actually do a rebuttal to the video that I made and say, guys, when I made this comment right here, I was wrong about that. But you better dig deep because it's gonna probably be real hard. I'm just saying. Anyway, folks, appreciate you guys all listening to this. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. If you have been following the channel for a while, double check. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Do not forget to click the bell notification so you can be notified. I am on Instagram at The Real Ty Smith. I am on, I lied. I'm on Instagram at Modern Renaissance Man with the 0 in modern, okay? I'm also on Twitter with at The Real Ty Smith. I'm on Rumble at Modern Renaissance Man. I also have another channel called MRM Ministry that's on YouTube, okay? Y'all might see some of the cards pop up in this video during this time, whatever like that. So anyway, I appreciate you guys all doing that, and we're getting ready to get out of here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I hope and pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious. It does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.